High in the Caucasus Mountains, sacred monasteries stand silently against time ancient sites carved from living rock. "2,000 years of unbroken faith refused to break." Empires fell, kingdoms rose and vanished. History lives in carved crosses, and knowledge hides in secret chambers. An entire civilization survived when the world tried everything to erase it. This is Armenia, the first Christian nation sheltered within these walls. Come with us into their story, because these ancient monuments hold secrets that will transform how you understand human resilience and faith itself. Khor Virap. Imagine being locked underground for 13 years. No sunlight, no sky, just darkness surrounding you. This is where Armenia's greatest transformation began, in a dungeon called Khor Virap, meaning deep dungeon. It's 301 AD. Gregory the Illuminator is spreading Christianity when King Tiridates III is still a Zoroastrian believer. The king throws Gregory into an underground prison and abandons him. But then something changes. The king gets sick mysteriously. His healers fail. In desperation, someone whispers that Christian prisoner might help. The king releases Gregory. Gregory heals him. The king converts. And just like that, the entire kingdom of Armenia becomes Christian overnight. No gradual transition. The nation flips completely. You can actually descend into the dungeon Gregory survived. A metal ladder drops 60 meters into a circular cell, 6 meters deep and 4 meters wide. Centuries of pilgrims have worn the walls smooth. Geghard holds Christianity's most precious treasure, the Spear of Longinus. The lance that pierced Jesus Christ's side during the crucifixion. For 5 centuries, this holy relic lived inside Geghard's rock-carved chambers. When you approach Geghard, you descend into a gorge carved by the Azat River. 40-meter cliffs tower on both sides. The monastery rises from canyon walls, like something the earth itself created. Some spaces are carved directly into living rock. Others are built against the cliff face. The entire complex seems to grow from stone, not sit on top of it. Geghard means spear in Armenian. Originally called Noravank, Monastery of the Caves, this sanctuary was blessed by Gregory the Illuminator at a sacred spring. The main cathedral was built in 1215 AD by the Zakharian princes during Armenia's medieval Golden Age. Here's where medieval Armenian architects did something brilliant. They designed the interior with acoustical properties so precise that when monks sang, the entire space transformed into a resonating chamber. Visitors describe ethereal music voices seeming to come from everywhere and nowhere. Medieval Armenians figured out acoustic engineering centuries before modern science formalized it. Narrow ceiling openings allow sunlight to stream in at specific angles, creating zones of light and darkness that guide worship. The spring Gregory blessed still flows through the monastery. In the main church, an underground chamber pools water that pilgrims believe carries healing properties. Something profoundly moving about water flowing for 17 centuries through the same location. Etchmiadzin is the Vatican of Armenia, where the entire spiritual authority of the Armenian Apostolic Church lives. It's the oldest cathedral continuously functioning as a place of worship in Christian history. The year is 303 AD, 2 years after Armenia officially became Christian. Gregory the Illuminator leads the faith. According to Armenian tradition, Christ himself appears to Gregory in a vision. Christ descends from heaven, strikes the earth with a golden hammer, and tells Gregory, "Build my church here." Etchmiadzin Cathedral gets built starting in 301 AD, completed around 303 AD. One of the first churches built after Christianity's legalization in the Roman Empire. The current structure was rebuilt in 483 to 484 AD after Persian invasions destroyed the original. The dome was added in 1627, the tower in 1658, the lantern in 1683. Etchmiadzin is an archaeological layer cake each century, leaving its mark. Each disaster followed by reconstruction. It's a physical history of Armenia itself. The dimensions speak to ambition. 108 feet long, 98 feet wide, 65 feet tall. The central dome rests on 4 pillars, arranged in the shape of a cross. Recent renovations, 2018 to 2024, restored original frescoes, now vibrant with golds and deep colors. Tatev sits on a basalt plateau 850 meters above the Zvartnots River Gorge. The location seems almost impossible for human habitation. Until recently, the only access was a 40-minute drive on a serpentine mountain road with terrifying switchbacks. Tatev literally means "give me wings" in Armenian. The legend, when architects completed the monastery in the 9th century, placing the cross on the dome, a master builder slipped and fell. As he fell, he shouted, "Holy Spirit, give me wings." He was miraculously saved. Hence the name. Eventually, this monastery would need actual wings to reach it. In 2010, the legend became literal. The Wings of Tatev, an aerial tramway, opened October 16, 2010. It's a reversible cable car system holding the Guinness World Record for longest non-stop, double-track aerial tramway in the world. .7 kilometers, 3.5 miles, suspended over a gorge, 12-minute ride at altitudes where you can see forever. Every penny of revenue goes back into monastery restoration and community development. The entire project was non-profit designed to preserve this impossible-to-reach monastery while supporting nearby communities. Saints Paul and Peter Cathedral, 895 to 906 AD, features cross-domed Armenian church architecture. The Holy Mother of God Church was added around 1087 AD. St. Gregory Church was reconstructed in 1295 after earthquake damage. Over centuries, the complex kept growing, adapting, rebuilding. Inside Tatev stands the Goshavank, an octagonal pavilion with unusual properties. It moves, it vibrates, it sways slightly, even without wind. Medieval Armenian texts describe it as having divining rod properties, responding to Earth's subtle movements. Noravank New Monastery is almost 9 centuries old. What makes it extraordinary is that it was created by one man's genius, and his presence still inhabits these walls. Founded in 1205 AD by Bishop Hovhannes as a spiritual center in a narrow gorge, the gorge walls are literally brick red. You're surrounded by colored stone, looking like it was painted by artists. Rather than shaped by geological forces over millions of years. His name was Momik, a sculptor, miniaturist, artist, priest, visionary who created some of Armenia's most beautiful religious art. Momik didn't just design buildings, he carved them as sculptures. His most famous work is Surb Astvatsatsin Church, the Holy Mother of God Church, completed in 1339 AD, his final masterpiece. Goshavank exists because of two things: an earthquake and a medieval scholar's genius. Originally called Geghard Monastery, it thrived until an earthquake destroyed it. Most monasteries would have been abandoned, but Kecharis had other plans. Kecharis, 1120 to 1213, was a polymath, writing theological works, philosophy, poetry, fables, and creating legal codes. He believed comprehensive education required mastering every field. His most famous work is the first Armenian criminal and civil code. Governing Greater Armenia and Cilicia for centuries. Gosh didn't just write religious texts, he wrote laws governing society, understanding that faith and governance were inseparable. A one-naved basilica serves as the main church. A library belfry building combines manuscript storage with bell tower functions, an innovative design, merging practical and spiritual needs. School buildings where scribal and theological education occurred still stand. built in 874 AD by Princess Mariam, daughter of King Ashot I Bagratuni, as a memorial to her deceased husband. Originally on a small island, it became a peninsula after Stalin-era water management lowered the lake by 20 meters. Lake Sevan, at 1,900 meters altitude, is one of the world's largest high-altitude freshwater lakes. Turquoise water and mountains create one of Armenia's most stunning natural settings. Two main churches define the complex, Surb Arakalots and Surb Astvatsatsin. A cemetery contains approximately 900 Khachkars from the 10th to 14th centuries, one of the largest collections in Armenia. Each cross stone is a prayer, a connection to faith, a desire to leave a mark beyond life. The climb to the monastery takes over 200 steps intentional. Requiring pilgrims to participate actively in their spiritual journey. Kecharis offers something different. While other monasteries are famous for relics, universities, or architecture, Kecharis embodies spiritual continuity. Built in the 11th century, it's part of Armenia's broader monastic pilgrimage network. Serb Grigor Church, the foundational structure, dates to 1003 AD. With 13th century expansions adding buildings. Surrounded by mountain forests, the monastery overlooks valleys, offering a vantage across the Armenian landscape. What sets Kecharis apart is modern accessibility. A cable car system allows mountain access, democratizing pilgrimage without diminishing the site's historical character. Kecharis connects to the Lake Sevan pilgrimage circuit, linking medieval roots to contemporary spiritual tourism. Zvartnots is strange, its ruins, but the ruins are more impressive than most standing buildings. It tells a specific story. Sometimes, ambition transcends its own timeline. In 643 AD, Catholicos Nurses III the Builder decided to create something unprecedented. a cathedral lasting 1,000 years, a massive circular 7-story structure housing Armenia's spiritual heart for generations. He wanted proof that Armenian engineering could match any civilization on Earth. The building rose 45 to 49 meters high. Its exterior was a 32-sided polygon, so precise it appeared perfectly circular from distance. The interior was arranged in a tetraconch pattern, a cross within a circle. Blind arcades covered walls with geometric and floral patterns. Vine scrolls, pomegranate branches, acanthus leaves, eagle capitals adorned structural pillars. Zvartnots comes from Zvartun, meaning angel. It's literally the temple of the celestial angels. After 320 years, a 10th century earthquake brought it down. The entire structure collapsed. Centuries passed. Ruins were buried, forgotten. Founded in 976 AD by Queen Khosrow, wife of King Ashot III. Imagine a female ruler with power to commission a monastery complex. She wasn't just creating religious space, she was funding a university. "500 monks lived here during peak period. The monastery housed the first Armenian Matenadaran, a library of thousands of manuscripts. Etchmiadzin Cathedral, the oldest structure, 976 to 991 AD, features a cross-shaped interior with a central dome supported by 4 massive pillars. Walking inside, you feel those pillars carrying centuries of history. The 3-story bell tower stands perfectly symmetrical to the cathedral's eastern side. Defensive walls with towers surround the complex because spiritual centers were also military installations during medieval times. If this story moved you, if these mountains called to something inside you, then you know what we know. Armenia is eternal. Like, comment, and subscribe to join us on more journeys like this. Press the bell icon so you never miss a story that matters. Share this with someone who needs to remember that human faith can outlast anything. Thank you for taking this journey. The mountains are waiting.